In this video, I'll show you how to convert kebab-case to camel-case. So let's start the exercise with this string, minus ABCD. So let's say I'm trying to match this minus sign right here. I could do something like this, str.match, and then I'll pass in a string of minus dot. And of course, I'm going to console.log this string match. And as you can see, the output is minus a, index 0, etc. So we're successfully matching the negative sign right here, or the dash sign, the first character, using this string. Behind the scene, the match method takes a regular expression object. So if the passed-in argument is not a regular expression object, like this one right here, the match method will convert the passed-in argument to a regular expression object behind the scenes. Okay, so if the G flag was passed to regular expression literal, the match method will return an array with all the matching results without the capturing group data. So basically, what I'm saying is we can use a string here, or we can just use a plain old regular expression literal, and the result is the same. And of course, we can use G as well. And this time, the method will return an array with all the matching results, basically this, but it will not show the capturing group data. And if I remove the G flag, the capturing group data will be shown. Okay, so let's see what happens if there are no matches. So let's remove the negative symbol right here, and we can see that in that case, the result of the match call is null. So the result can be either null or this array right here. All right. So finally, we can conclude that if there are no matches, null is returned. If there is a match, we will get an array returned. Now that we understand what the string prototype match method does, we need to discuss the replace method. The replace method takes a matching substring and a replacement substring, like I've shown you in previous videos. So string replace. So let's say we are taking the matching substring, let's say minus, and the replacement substring, let's say hash. And now instead of a minus, we're getting a hash right here. With this code, we're replacing the first occurrence of this character, and then we are replacing it with the hash. But again, we can also use here regular expression as follows. So I can just do minus dot, and in that case, I'm replacing the first occurrence of a minus followed by any character with a hash sign, or let's say letter A right here. Okay, so for example, if we have A, B, C, D, E, and then the replaced string is minus followed by any character, and I'm going to replace that with capitalized letter A, then this is the output, A, B, C, D, E with the first letter capitalized. Okay, now that we understand all of this, let's put it into a function. So I'm going to say function replace substring, and it's going to take a string, and I'm going to say let replaced string is string.replace, and I'm just going to use this thing right here. Okay, so string.replace minus followed by any character is replaced with a capitalized letter A. Okay, so now that we have this function defined, we can pass any string and update it as follows. So let's say, for example, I pass in replace substring and I pass in minus A, minus A, minus A. And of course, I'm going to console log the output of this function. And now I'm getting undefined. So I've missed something, and that something is probably the console log. So let's try that again. Okay, so console log right here, console log replaced string. And now I'm getting A minus A minus A. Okay, so obviously the replace method only takes the first occurrence of the matching substring. That means that we need to add the G flag to our function. So let's do it right now. And now I'm getting 3 capital A letters when I pass in minus A minus A minus A to my replace substring function, which is great because that means we're almost done. Now all we have to do is replace the string of 2 characters, for example minus A, with the second character uppercased, that is with an A. Because the dot in the regex of minus dot, in this regex literal, the dot stands for any characters, that will have the following effect. If I have, let's say, minus A minus B minus C right here, instead of having these 3 letters, I will have capitalized A, B, and C. To achieve this effect, we'll take and reassign the matching characters with the second member of our match. So let's do it right now. First, let me add a test string, so test str, and I'm going to set it to minus A, minus B, minus C. Okay, just some reorganization of my code. And then in the replace string here, instead of A, I'm going to pass an arrow function, which is going to take a match, and it's going to take the second member of the match array, or of the match string, sorry, and it's going to set it to uppercase. Okay, so now I can just pass in the test string right here, test str, and I'm getting ABC. It's great understanding exactly what is happening in each line of your code, isn't it? Therefore, to be completely certain that we fully understand this code, let's console log the matches as follows. So, for example, the test string now is going to be, let's say, some words here. And now let's also replace the function name here with something more appropriate, like kebab-to-cc, and or kebab to, let's say, camelCase. That makes it more obvious what's happening. And here, finally, I have the implementation completed. So that's it. That's our finalized version of the kebab-to-camelCase function.